Hey, it's Mickey P here doing an unboxing thing. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I did semi-recently obtain Myst and Riven from eBay, so I thought it might be a good idea, or at least a fun idea, to have a look inside the boxes. So we'll start with Myst, the surrealistic adventure that will become your world, / that one game that was the killer app for CE drives and everyone had it back in the day and no one understood it or finished it because of the obtuse puzzle design. At least that's my view of it. Maybe you're a hardcore Myst fan and are now offended, but anyway, it's outside box. Let's have a look. Apparently it's a winner of 12 major awards, including a 1994 gold medal for something. So I guess that means it's not the original release if it's already won awards by the time this box came out. I don't know. Anyway, it's published by Broderbund. However, I assume that's supposed to be pronounced in a silly accent because it's got a slash through the O. Broderbund, not... except it's probably just Broderbund because it's an American company and they didn't mean me to pronounce it that way. But hey, they're a company that doesn't exist anymore. I think I think they were like sold to the Learning Company and are now vaguely used as a brand of some shovelware stuff that grandmas buy. I don't know. Yeah, front of the box has Myst guy falling onto Myst Island. And apparently it performs under Windows 95. So yeah. System requirements are on the side, which are a sticker, presumably because they were using the same box for the Macintosh version. And there is a QuickTime logo there because this was the heavy user of QuickTime. All those videos playing stuff were little QuickTime movies. Yeah. Oh hey, I haven't looked at this side of the box. Apparently the making of Myst 14-minute QuickTime movie is included on disc. I remember watching that. I was looking like it took 12 years to make or something. Anyway, back of the box if it wants to focus. Focus. I'll hold it up so it doesn't need to. Flicker lights. Sorry about my camera. Yeah, this is the back. There's Atris writing, whatever. I didn't ever understand this game at all because I was a child and now I've got better things to do to understand it. Yeah, more words, pictures. So I think one of the reasons this game was like such a big CD thing is because it was all these huge number of pre-rendered images. Of course, nowadays you just do that with real-time graphics, as indeed they did with a re-release of Myst. Yeah, Broderbund logo. It's actually developed by Cyan, who, of course, still have the rights today and have re-released it. But yeah, Broderbund company no longer exists, but I think somehow later Myst games were released by Ubisoft. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, let's open this up. Yeah. Don't know why it's opening like this, but there's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's just tip it all out. And I'll put this here. First thing, the CD in a case with a user's manual in the case. Yay. Physical media. It says it's for MPC / Windows 3.1 because of course there was this idea of the multimedia PC standard at the time. And there is a manual. It is out of focus and not interesting. God, there's a stack of stuff in here though. Warning, 3 Myst hints inside, open only if in dire need. Spoilers. Spoilers. If you get really stuck, that's how you get started. And here's a sheet for Windows 95 users. Because yeah, it was originally released as a Windows 3.1 game, but I guess they did a Windows 95 re-release something because it's got stuff about autoplay. Order your official Myst official game secrets hint book, in case you're mystified. In case they designed puzzles so obtuse there's no other way you could figure it out. Actually, it was Sierra who actually did do that to sell hintline stuff. Windows 3.1 troubleshooting guide. Yay, multiple troubleshooting guides. What have we got here? It's a broadband registration card. Important, mail this today. Well, someone didn't. This is another Windows 3.1 troubleshooting. Oh, why have I got two of these? Is this... Okay, so this blue one's more generic and this one is more specific to Myst. And we have the Journal of Myst, which is a notebook. Oh, it's got there's another thing, I'll look at that later. The Journal of Myst is like the notebook where you take all the notes as you work on the game to try and solve the puzzles. And I luckily haven't completely blank one, so that's cool. And this is advertising for mugs, cups, mouse pads, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Remember mouse pads? No one buys those anymore. Yay. Merchandise. And advertising for some game called First Degree. Well, in the First Degree, apparently there's a preview on the Myst CD. It looks like a bad FMV game. A bad FMV game, or as we normally call them, an FMV game. So yeah, that's Myst. That is a pile of... Yeah, there's a lot of random paperwork in this box. So many trees died to bring in Myst. Yeah. Yay, video games. I mean, I do kind of miss having stuff in boxes, but I mean, in this case, the manual... Like, there's all these bits of paper, but the manual itself is just something shoved in the jewel case, so... What's the point? Anyway, Riven time. The sequel to Myst. By this time, Broderbund's video game publishing department had changed the name to Red Orb for some reason. Also, this one has an Australian rating logo on it. Yay. Games used to all have this sticker on them, now they have big ugly coloured things that are the same as on movies. And there's a sticker for the Australian distributor Wolf Interactive, who I've never heard of, and yeah. Cyan, Red Orb, Riven, sequel to Myst. Windows this is Windows 95 and Mac OS in the same box. Any system requirements on the bottom, we'll find out. Yeah, so Windows and Mac CD-ROM if it wants to focus. If it doesn't want to focus, we're stuck. So I guess they just had Windows and Mac stuff on the same discs, and by this time you needed Windows 95, I guess. Back of the box, more stuff. You know, this box is kind of falling apart. It's seen better days, but yeah. Never got very far with Riven at all. It had nicer graphics in this. Came on multiple discs, but hey, we'll find out. Let's open this up. Riven. Open up, open up. There's junk at least in this one. Let's start with the discs, which for Riven came in this kind of wallet box thing. This one has seen better days. It's got a few scratches on it, but I think that really bugs me. I can replace it with my original from my own copy, but just put it in the box. But yeah, manual is these stupid dual case things. I guess because that way, if you weren't keeping the box, as I wasn't, you at least have the game with it. And God, these aren't even in order. I hate the person who is responsible for this now. Now they are in order. Disc 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of a Riven. Which way? Do they go in like this? Or they go in like that now anyway? Yay. Game boxes with discs and cracked, and this doesn't even want to fit now. There we go. What else have we got other than the game in the menu? We have a catalogue for Red Orb Entertainment, who had Riven and Myst, and Lust Express, Journeyman Project, and stuff no one cares about. And I kind of feel like they were maybe relying a bit heavily on Myst and Riven, since, except for the Lust Express, no one's heard of any of these. Or what have we got on the other sides? East Calonsoft, never heard of them. Yay. Catalogue for games forgotten to history. And is another merchandise catalogue? Yes, it's another merchandise catalogue. So you can get the soundtracks and duffel bags and mouse pads and books and such. And additional Riven information, because they had already finished printing the manual. Attention Macintosh users. Some Macintosh users may experience difficulty operating the rotating domes. Okay. That's very specific and sounds like a very weird bug that they just didn't fix properly. Yeah, that's in the Riven box, but hey. So that... Oh wait, shit, there's more and it's still in the box. But it's a registration card. Attention modem users, follow the CZ 3-step method. So you could avoid registering by using your modem, which I guess just used a dial-up modem to dial their special number to register without having the internet just making a phone call. That's very strange, but I guess pre-internet in the BBS world. Yeah, the pre-internet world was a strange place when games came in boxes like this. Anyway, so that is two very influential games for their time that I don't think have aged well. But hey, if you do like this sort of game or want something more modern, you could always play Abduction on Steam, or just play Real Myst, which is the 3D version of Myst that's got like real-time graphics. Playing a bit of Abduction's actually pretty cool, but don't have the box for that, so you won't be seeing it here. Anyway, I'm Mickey P. Thanks very much for watching.